Tonight, the Newport News police chief is shedding new light on the Ashanti Alert issued for James Allen. The 41-year-old man is considered critically missing. He hasn't been seen or heard from since August 13th, but police did not issue the alert until yesterday. Angelique Arentalk asked the chief about why.
In a regularly scheduled virtual chat with the chief session on Tuesday evening, Newport News Police Chief Steve Drew spent a couple of minutes responding to my questions about the missing persons case of James Allen. Police say the 41-year-old man stands at 5'10" and weighs approximately 165 pounds. They issued an Ashanti, or critically missing adult, alert on September 19th.
Information along with maybe some photographs and other things led us to believe that the individual may be in danger, that there's some circumstances surrounding that by some interviews that were conducted, and of course some time frames.
Allen was last seen in the early morning hours of August 13th at the North Towers of Windward Towers in Newport News. That sits near the intersection of 75th Street and River Road. Chief Drew says they depend on citizens to file missing person reports.
There might be some concern. I think some individuals, maybe we should have said something sooner, but they're looking at that.
That aside, Drew called attention to these two messages, one for Allen.
What's important now is that we find him.
And one for the community at large.
If anyone ever feels that a family member or someone is missing or endangered, the sooner you let us know, the better.
If you have any information on Allen's whereabouts, you're urged to call Newport News Police at 757-247-2500. Angelique Arentalk, 13 News Now.
Tonight, the chief also touched on the search for Shanita Lewis. The Ashanti Alert was issued for the 35-year-old mother in July. Chief Drew told us last week officers received a tip that resulted in a search of 2 locations. He didn't say where, just that it involved rough terrain. The case is a homicide investigation, even though the woman's body hasn't been found. Drew says the tip did not lead to Lewis's body.
It was a long day last Friday. I saw a lot of people, I don't want to say frustrated, but we were really hopeful, me being one of them.
Chief Drew said he wants to offer the closure to the family. Police have charged her husband with murder. He was arrested at Dulles International Airport a day after she went missing. Police say he was trying to board a flight to Jamaica.